What are your thoughts on parasite cleanses?
So I think it's necessary sometimes when you do it right.
Mhm.
I always like to joke around, at least with people down here in Arkansas, because quite honestly, I don't see parasites test especially often down here. Normally it's a fungal or bacterial issue. But when they do test, more often than not, there's a couple things that have gone on. One, patient's gone on vacation to some other place, Mexico or just some other city. Um, they are not from here. So I've got patients that they recently moved here. For those who are listening from the area, they already know Bentonville's growing like absolute crazy. And so people are constantly moving because they're moving to Walmart, headquarters to work or something along that line. And those people every now and then have parasites or food poisoning. So those are the three scenarios that I normally see somebody actually test for parasites. But that is completely disproportionately smaller than the amount of people that come in after doing a ton of parasite cleanses. And for those who are listening that haven't really heard of a parasite cleanse, typically what it consists of is all kinds of heavy hitting herbs like clove, thyme, rosemary, eucalyptus, tangerine. There's a lot of things on the list. Black walnut, mimosa pudica seed. There's a lot of things that are on the list that these protocols will just have you do, step by step, do all these herbs to help get rid of parasites. And I've had people that come in and they're like, my liver feels like it's really swollen, or I can feel like my stomach gets rumbly, like the parasites are moving around, or I can just tell after about 3 or 4 months it's time to do another parasite cleanse, and then they'll do mimosa. And I don't know how many people are listening that know a commonly known side effect with mimosa pudica seed is it will actually cause shedding of all kinds of mucus from your gut, and it'll leave these stringy type worm looking things in your stool that aren't actually worms. And so people are like, oh man, yep, I do a round of that. And then my liver feels better. The motility feels better. I feel stuff moving around and I see it all come out and then I'm all good to go. And it's not actually parasites. Once you clear, go through a couple of these herbs, you shouldn't really have parasites anymore unless you get food poisoning or, you have bad water or something along that line. It's not like they just appear out of nowhere. There needs to be something that's provoked. And more often than not, people, when they have them, they've been carrying them for a long time. And so it's not like you get rid of them and then 3 months later you have more. If you do, it just means that you didn't totally solve the problem.